Shinx is pure Pokemon. Luxio is almost perfect. Luxray is pure Pokemon. I think personally, I think the Luxray line is one of the best in Pokemon. Design wise. Gameplay wise, physical electric attacker. It's got wild charge and that's kind of it. I think it needs something else. I think if it had like intimidate, I think it'd be really good. Does it get intimidate? Hold on. Beep boop 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 beep boop. It gets. Where's the ability list? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it gets intimidate. Never mind. Yeah, if you get a rivalry Luxray, it's over. Guts is not really useful on this thing. You want intimidate. You really want intimidate on it. But like, look at that attack stat. It's huge. It's kind of slow, I will say. But, it hits really hard when it can. The defense stat doesn't really matter that much if you have intimidate on it. So you might as well. It's effectively way higher, right? The defense stat, special defense is irrelevant, but it's effectively way higher than it is. But like your best bet is like wild charge, crunch. Maybe get a volt switch or something, man. I don't know. What does it get? Play rough is pretty good. Play rough is pretty good to have. Could throw in a throat chop. And a lot of people are like, oh, it should be dark electric. It's like, like I get it, cause like, you know, it's got like the night vision thing, the gleam eyes Pokemon, and but like, doesn't really need it, if that makes sense. It also evolves super early. So like, if you catch a Shinx is available like pretty early on. Let's see, Shinx you can catch where? Yeah, Route 202. That like you get it almost immediately. You can get it almost immediately. Level 30. It's really great to have on your team. The whole line just looks fantastic. I love their little pants when they're Shinx and Luxio, and then they lose the pants when they turn into Luxray. But I like their little pants. I like the tail. I like that Evo line. If I were to have like Pokemon, if Pokemon were real, you can pretty much pick out anyone from pure Pokemon, and I would want it. I'd want to have it in my house. Ivysaur, yes. Mega Pidgeot, sure. Nidoran, yeah, little guy. Ninetales, absolutely. Galarian Meowth, yes, that's a good cat. Growlithe and Arcanine, absolutely good dogs. Slowpoke, Slowbro, absolutely. Maybe not the Gengar, but like a lot of these. I would love to have the Zangoose. I'd love to have a Flygon. Maybe not these guys. They might destroy the house. Quagsire would be cool to hit if you had like a pond in your backyard. Take him down to the pond. I think that'd be really cool to have. Crobat would be something. I don't know. These two, good dogs. A lot of good dogs. Yeah, we made it. Boy, oh boy, did we make it here. hmm. Where do I put Lopunny? 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 I don't know. This fucking thing. I don't want to make like a Gooner tier, because then it kind of like invalidates all of the other, like, you know, like other Goonermon, I would say. I would put it in just alright though. Lucario's a Pikachu though, unfortunately. Motherfucker had a movie. Motherfucker's in Smash Brothers. Motherfucker got good talk. He's Sean Schemmel. Sean Schemmel, Son Goku voices this guy. Can you say that about your favorite Pokemon with a straight face? No laughing, dead ass. You look someone directly in the eye and tell them, my favorite Pokemon is voiced by Sean Schemmel. Who? The guy who plays Goku? Oh, that's how that conversation's gonna go. Pretty good. Reggie Gigas is almost perfect. I'm sorry, but like every time I look at Reggie Gigas, slow start is just ingrained in my brain. So like I cannot for the life of me take it seriously. So like it's never going to be taken seriously for me. Never ever. And that's really really disappointing because like if they wanted to get rid of slow start for it, they could, and even if they gave it no ability at all, it would still like it would be okay. It wouldn't even like it's like the power creep is so bad nowadays that Reggie Gigas, this like Pokemon burdened only by its ability, would be just okay. It wouldn't even like excel. It wouldn't do well. It would just be okay because it's still a pure normal type, and it still doesn't have the best move pool. But like that slow start, man, just absolutely shatters it into oblivion. It's bad. And the problem is that like it's the slow start itself is an extremely punishing ability. You cannot like go in, waste a couple turns, get out, go in, waste a couple turns, get out, and then go in again, and then waste a turn, and then it's done. No, you have to stay in for all of those turns consecutively. And if you are switched out, you have to restart the timer. If you switch out, you have to restart the timer. And it just makes him so clunky to use because you basically just have this wall that you have to keep up for 5 turns in order for the wall to just like fight back at its normal capacity. I think that it's really they should really change it going into the next generation here. Maybe ZA will finally give some love to Reggie Gigas, get rid of its slow start finally. But I doubt that because they want it to be bad. Whimsicott, that is pure Pokemon. Pure Pokemon. Whimsicott. Because it just makes sense, man. It just makes sense. It's just a good looking Pokemon. Just looks good and it feels good to use. It's really good on support. One of the best support mons. And I think it's really fun. It's a very fun Pokemon. It's got like Tailwind and all that jazz. One of my favorite strats to use on it was back in Sword and Shield. It learned the move Beat Up. So what you do is you just get like the lowest attack possible, and you get a justified Pokemon. You Dynamax it, and then you use Beat Up on the justified Pokemon, so it would max out its attack, and then you just fucking nail them. And it was awesome. It was so much fun. Justified Pokemon include like Lucario or Cobalion or something. Cobalion should be coming up. Incoming? Okay, I gotta add a new tier because I have to add a row above. This one is my favorite. Favorite. Heart. Blinding blue tier. It's gonna be these two. I love Minchino and Chinchino. If I were to pick a partner Pokemon to have, it would be these two right here. I would pick a Minchino and I would give it a shiny stone and make it into a Chinchino, and they would be so fun to have just around and as partners, and they hit like a fucking truck too. Because what you do with Chinchino, right? Chinchino, you get this little guy right here. Normal type, Scarfmon. Okay. Depending on the generation, what you do is you examine its stats. Doesn't take a fucking genius to tell you exactly what stats to choose. Attack and its monstrous 115 base speed. That is fast as shit. That is really, 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 really fast. Now, what you do is you take a mosey on down to his move list. You snag Bullet Seed. You snag Tail Slap. You snag Triple Axle. And then maybe like, I don't know, something else. One other thing. Protect, possibly. Depends on what format you're doing, really. You could do Play Rough. You could do Knockoff, Super Fang. Doesn't really matter. What you do, if you are in gens 5 through 8, is you give it Skill Link, and you give it all those abilities. You give it all those moves, and you just fucking go to town. You're moving first every time. You're hitting them. You give them Skill Link, and you give them Silk Scarf if you're in Gen 5 through 8. Skill Link, Silk Scarf, Tail Slap will 1 to 2 hit KO most of the things you're going up against if you're at the same level. I'm not joking. It will do some serious fucking damage, and they're not going to get a chance to hit you back because you're just so fast. If you are in Gen 8, you swap out Skill Link for Technician, and you give it the Loaded Dice item. Same move, same everything. But now, every single one of your moves gets that Silk Scarf boost, Silk Scarf stab boost, like that Tail Slap had. And now Bullet Seed, Triple Axle, and Tail Slap are going to do comparable damage. Tail Slap's still going to do the most because of stab, but it's going to do a lot more damage, and you will hit even harder. Also, these guys, they're my favorite guys. Growth rate fast. Absolute favorite. Darlings. Absolute darlings. They are by far my favorite Pokemon. Not even close. Bar none. Bar none. If I had Pokemon in the real world, if Pokemon were real, I would have these guys in my house. And they love to clean. That is their thing. They absolutely love to clean. Special that makes them deflect attacks. Deflect attacks. Feel amazing to feel amazing to touch. Very, very fun to touch. Very nice to touch. Very nice to touch. And their character, that's so fucked up. Why would they put that? Look. Boom. Pokemon Sword. Its body secretes the oil that this Pokemon spreads over its nest as a coating protecting from dust. Cinccino won't tolerate even a speck of the stuff. It can and will love to clean. Check out Minccino. Way weaker because it's, first stage. Clean freak. Very cleaning. Loves to clean. Loves to keep things spotless. They're always sweeping and dusting. Now I'm not like a fucking troglodyte slob person that keeps my room like in squalor. But like I'm not like, like combing over every little inch of it to like make sure there's no dust or stuff. I'm like there's some little dusties here and there. I got my bed's not really made, but like this thing will love to clean. And it will be so cute and awesome. It's in the Indigo disc. It's called Chilarmy in Japanese. It's awesome. But it's a chinchilla. It's a chinchilla. Weasel-like mammal. Mink? Chino? I understand Chino. I don't think you're getting on the mink thing. But it's Chinchino. Yeah, these are my favorites. This is my favorite line. By far. Not even close. Those are my number one. My number ones. That thing's on the list, man. Its cock is out. Look. 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 Its cock is out. It's got his fucking dick out and about. I don't know why it's got his dick out, but his dick is out. Put that shit away. It's indecent, dude. It's just indecent. Get it out. Put it away.